Good morning, crypto degens. How you doing this fine morning? I'm doing great here. The market's down a little bit. I think I'm going to take advantage and buy the dip yet again. I feel like I need to buy more dips because I think things are going to turn soon. So I don't want to feel like I didn't put enough money in when I should have when everything was cheap. Of course, when I go and do that, it probably fall 50% more, but that's the way it is with crypto. But we've got some interesting news. Some of the big boys are going to come in with crypto services, some of the big institutions. Let's see what news we have here. We have Morgan Stanley confirms the bank has plans to offer Bitcoin trading, lending, yield, and custody in the future. That's a big Wall Street firm. This is old money. This is big money. How much money is going to come in when they start offering this to their customers and the customers start thinking, I need to buy crypto? Now, it's not just Bitcoin. Wall Street giant Citibank announces later this year Citi will be launching our infrastructure that integrates Bitcoin into traditional finance. There's another one, another big one. That's just going to be insane inflows, and people have been selling. Does this make any sense? Does this make any sense at all? I mean, crypto investors have to be the dumbest people on the face of the planet. I include myself because I've made a lot of dumb mistakes. But now is not the time to be selling your crypto. Now is the time to be buying, in my opinion, not financial advice. Let's see what else. Jane Street finally got exposed to the light, apparently. Regulators in India have accused the firm of manipulation, and they have been barred in India. So regulatory filings are revealing minute-to-minute trades, profit concentration, and the sheer scale of capital they deploy. For a firm that thrived in the shadows, the street is now digging hard in the playbook. I think this is so far all allegations. So, so I don't want to say like they actually did this or they actually did anything wrong. Just people are talking about it. That's all. And apparently India actually did something. So we'll see how this story continues, what Jane Street actually did, if they're actually found guilty of anything, and if they're responsible for anything. Okay, the USDC momentum just surprised the street. So if you're into crypto, you've got the stable coins that represent the dollar, and the biggest stable coin has always been USDT, even though people always say like it's shady and this and that, but everyone uses it, so it must be okay. But then you had like the little brother USDC that less people used. Although USDC, Binance had their own stable coin before. They were kind of forced, or they were strong-armed by the US government when it was not pro-crypto, to get rid of their stable coin, which was BUSD. And their stable coin worked very well. So after they got rid of their stable coin, they started promoting USDC. They basically kind of stopped people from using USDT on their platform. So it's kind of annoying because if you want to send money from like Binance to KuCoin, it's like you got to send USDC because Binance won't let you use USDT, and then you want to make a trade in KuCoin, you got to trade USDC, you got to convert it to USDT before you can make the trade. So kind of annoying from Binance, but anyways, they just want to promote USDC. So apparently now USDC accounts for 50% of stablecoin transaction share. So that's a really big improvement, 72% year over year. Very good for USDC. Competition is good. My brother designed the Circle website. I'm proud to say that all the time. Altcoinpedia says that 𝗃𝗂𝗿𝗃 is trading at 10 cents and commanding attention as Hedera emerges as a top choice for enterprise blockchain adoption across tokenized assets, commercial real estate, and stablecoin initiatives. Pretty much all the blockchains are going to do this marketing pitch. We have to see the actual details. We need to see the metrics, how much tokenization, how much money is getting moved, the details. We need the details, but it's good to know that 𝗃𝗂𝗿𝗃 is in the game. It's a big layer one. It's still in the top 50 or so. I'm not sure, the top 30, something like that. And it's definitely one to watch. Probably not a bad one to have in your portfolio if you're going to hold good altcoins. I don't have it right now. The fear and greed index just jumped from 11 to 16 in 24 hours. The first major sentiment turnaround this February after hitting its worst reading in 5 years. That's going to change real fast when the market flips. It's just, things change very fast from one day to the next. So have we bottomed? That's the question. Have we bottomed? Okay, so Ben Horowitz on the infrastructure behind the AI economy. Crypto is a natural money for AI because it's internet native money. AI is global, crypto is global. So, of course, I said this in one of my other videos. This was like the main point, that AI is going to use crypto. Because AI is not going to walk into a bank unless it's a robot. It's not going to walk into a bank and get out cash. It's going to automatically connect to the internet, and it's going to buy and sell stuff with crypto or with stable coins in crypto. But it's a perfect match, AI and crypto, because they all work digitally on the internet. That's bullish for crypto because there's no stopping AI right now. Anyways, Rand Group says you're not ready for the capital inflows of the next Bitcoin cycle. In the beginning, we saw the two big Wall Street firms that were going to start selling crypto to their customers. There's going to be a lot more of that happening. So we have this little chart from Rand Group, and we have capital inflows to Bitcoin by cycle. So in 2015 to 2018, it was 86 billion. 2018 to 2021, it was 380 billion. And 2022 to today is 742 billion. How much more will it be? Very interesting. But I want a piece of that pie. You don't want a piece of that pie? Heck yeah. Absolutely insane how the entire 24-25 Solana rally got fully retraced in less than 10 months. So we have a graph here, and we can see how in late 2023, Solana started pumping to high heaven again. And then 2025 was around 300, and then it crashed down again. Why does he say? I don't know why he says in 10 months, because that wasn't 10 months, that was 2 years. Oh, from the top. Okay, yeah, so maybe from the top. Maybe it's been 10 months from the top, yeah. Okay. But you know what's going to happen is it's going to go back up again. Once the market flips, Solana is going to be over 200 in no time. And then it's probably going to hit 300 and higher. So that's the nature of crypto. I thought this was funny. From 𝗃𝗶𝗱𝗄𝗏, B-I-E-R. This morning, my agents filled 192 million lawsuits against every company in the world. 0.1% of the companies settled for 1,000. I was up 200 million. By the afternoon, their agents countersued, and my agents settled for 2,000 each. I am now bankrupt. Oh, that's so funny. You know, because apparently AI is they're like better than lawyers now. They can do the work of a lawyer. And then, so they sued all the companies, and then all the companies have their own AIs, and they sued back. I don't know. It's funny. And then Crypto Wendy O says, did the AI agents in your replies give you this idea? So, I don't know. A little humor, a little AI humor, since AI is taking over everything. According to Superverse, this is from Elio Trades. The elites don't want you to know this. There are 8 billion people on Earth. If every human buys this $1 worth of Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin would be 8 billion. We are so early. Well, we're not that early, because estimates are that about 3 to 4% of the population, or maybe even 5%, holds Bitcoin already. Actually, how many people are going to hold crypto when it's fully adopted? It's probably not going to be that many, because how many people actually own stocks? If you look at the whole entire world, maybe 20 to 25%, if even that, holds stocks. So how many people are going to hold crypto? Maybe 10%, 15%? So I don't think we're that early. Not that early, but we're on time to make good money if we're buying at these prices. Is Michael Saylor switching? So he fell off the Titanic and he's got a Solana surfboard. He mentioned Solana doing something in some speech, but it wasn't just Solana. He mentioned like 3 or 4. He's like Solana, ETH, or here or there. So, but it was notable that Michael Saylor mentioned other cryptos aside from Bitcoin, because usually he just talks about Bitcoin, nothing else. But he clearly is also a bull for some of these other chains, blockchains. So Senator Loomis on SBF, that's Sam Bankman-Fried, the owner of FTX, who was involved in the corruption and crashed his crypto exchange and made a bunch of people lose money. I don't know if everybody got their money back. I think a lot of people got their money back. But he went to jail, deservedly. He's trying to get pardon. She says someone's looking for a pardon and doesn't realize that the Clarity Act would have you locked up for much longer than 25 years. Sam Bankman-Fried was posting some posts in favor of Trump and attacking some Democrat senators, acting like he was, against the Democrats when he was actually a big Democrat donor, it seems. And anyways, Trump's not buying it, and Senator Loomis is confirming that he is not going to be pardoned because he actually did something wrong, not like other people that were put in jail just because they created blockchains or crypto networks and they themselves didn't actually do anything wrong. So no luck for you, Sam. You got to serve your time. Oh, from Sheldon from Crypto Banter says, well, we have a nice meme here. It says, great, now make them think we're retesting the lows one more time, but send it straight to 78,000 instead. This is Ed Harris from The Truman Show. Really cool film. Great meme. If you saw the film, it's a great meme. Next, we got Michael Saylor says, I need a bigger orange bag. He just keeps getting more Bitcoin. Then we have a meme here with a shot of DiCaprio. They've been using this one a lot, where he's pulling himself off the ground, out of the ground, getting his strength back. What was the name of this movie? I totally forgot. This movie where he was in some cold place and he got all injured and had frostbite, and then he went after everybody. Totally forgot the name of this movie. It was entertaining though, I must say. Enjoyable. I liked it. Me going to bed knowing someone has it worse than me because they bought Ethereum at 4,800 in 2021. And we have a shot here of Morgan Freeman, who wakes up from his slumber, but he goes back to sleep calmly and peacefully. Anyways, bunch of ridiculous memes because, we have nothing better to talk about but to put ridiculous memes. So that's it for today. Have a great, wonderful day. Have a great, wonderful weekend. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your life. Be happy. Buy crypto. At these great prices before the market flips. Not financial advice. And I will see you on Monday.